Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another episode in our brand new TCM on the road facing east. We've been talking about it. This is, I think, about our third segment. And I'd like to welcome once again my beautiful wife, Chichi. Say hello.
Hi.
And our energetic friend, Mel.
Greetings.
And I am Zimuzo. Again, let's try this again, huh? All right, so welcome to the show.
Great to be
Nice,
here.
nice,
Very,
nice,
very
nice,
excited.
nice.
Yes. Happy
Okay.
Sunday.
All right, good, good. So let's recap, right? Huh? So first we started talking about the joy of gratitude, and jumping into gratitude. right,
Gratitude.
Jake?
Yes.
And then we followed that up with travel companions. And we say, hey, since we're facing east, that means it's a journey, and as we're traveling or journeying, we're going to meet people.
Yes.
Certain travel companions.
Yes.
But on that, the other day when we were discussing this, we discussed three negative attributes of travel companions, right? So you're going to have those who are rootless, that they're not rooted anywhere.
Yes.
We're going to have those who are routeless, meaning they don't know where they're going, and then we're going to have those who are ruthless, correct? Meaning that man, they'll hack you down any which way they can. Oh boy, this thing is okay. Good. Okay, I think we got it back. There's a little bit of static, and I think that's because something was interrupting that. Anyway, good. Well, that's another ruthless element I wanted to interrupt us right now. Okay, so today we're going to continue on this topic, on this journey facing east. By the way, what is east? Because we're saying facing east, not everybody understands what when we say facing east.
A lot of people do not understand facing east. What I said when you told me, I said that is going right, the righteousness path. You think of when Jesus was born, there was a star in the east shining very brightly.
Right. So
Hint, hint.
yes, okay. So facing east, facing the path of righteousness.
Yes.
To get to the good place, to get to the good condition.
Yes.
Okay. Good. So now, so meaning that when those people that you alluded to from the east were going, they encountered, out of courtesy, went to meet the king of the place, right? Herod.
Yes. Yes.
And told him, hey, we heard that the king has been born.
Yes.
And all that. And the ruthless Herod entertained them and said, oh, sure, be on your way. The moment they left, he gave a decree, kill every
boy.
Newborn.
Every last one.
Every last one.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? You have to be careful with whom you share your mission.
Yes. Amen.
You have to be careful with whom you share your final destination, your mission, because there are those that will cut you down. In fact, there's something I read and I'm going to copy it. I'm going to use it. It says, never tell people where you get your bread from. They will kill the baker and burn down the bakery. Right? Ruthless, all right? Okay, so here now, one of my favorite accounts in the Bible, because I can relate with it, personal experience, would be the two chapters in Genesis.
Okay.
Genesis chapter 32 and Genesis chapter 33.
Yes.
Jacob's journey, all right? When they heard that their father had died and he was journeying back. And he came across this river, this ford called Jabbok. And there he encountered a problem.
Yes.
What did he encounter? He heard that his brother Esau was coming with an army to destroy him.
Yes.
So what did he do? Can anybody remember what Jacob did? It's been long.
Did Jacob go the other way?
Nope. So now, if I recollect, Jacob, out of trepidation, because he knew that Esau wasn't angry from him usurping his birthright, and he had already heard that Esau had vowed to destroy him, so he thought Esau was coming with his army to destroy him, and he now started sending his children across the river, dispossessing himself, getting rid of all his possessions, and sending his children across the river, so that whenever Esau came across him, he would not deal with the children. If he's going to destroy him, let him destroy him. Anyway, but along the line, that's where he encountered that wrestling match. He wrestled all night long.
All night.
And by the time that encounter with the angel ended, the next morning, he had been one, renamed and deformed.
Ooh, that's good. That's powerful. Yes.
Right? He had been renamed and deformed. Renamed in the sense that his essence had changed.
Yes.
Deformed in the sense that he was no longer able to act on his own by his own strength.
His walk was different.
Okay. So now, when eventually he encountered Esau, Esau's resolve changed because Jacob's essence had changed.
Yes. Yeah.
So, when first time I encountered this, what I received was never let Esau meet you again as Jacob. Whenever you encounter Esau, better not be Jacob, better be Israel. Because that was his new name. He had been renamed into Israel, he who has overcome with God.
Yes.
The prince with God.
Yeah.
So now, if your essence now is he who has overcome with God, can Esau destroy you?
No.
No. So Esau's reflex when he saw Jacob, now Israel, was to fall on his neck and kiss him.
Yes.
And reconcile with him.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
But this is where I'm going to. So, after that reconciliation and all that, Jacob now said, Brother Esau, please, here are gifts I have for you. Please, you must accept this. You must accept these gifts. So Esau again accepted the gifts because that's a sign of obeisance.
Yes.
I'm paying homage to you. All right? You're the Lord. Here, Esau accepted. Now, this is the kicker. And this is where most people have missed it, and I've never heard a preacher preach on this. Maybe after today, they'll preach on this. All right? So,
speak it.
Now, after that, there was an invitation from Esau to Jacob in Genesis chapter 33, verse 12. What was that invitation?
Okay.
Now that we are reconciled and we are heading to the same place to bury our father, let us travel together. Let me accompany you. Let us travel together. And Jacob looked at this and said, No, my master. No, I'm too weak, too little to travel with you. You go along, and then I'll come along. And Esau continued on his way, and then Jacob continued on his way.
Yes.
What do you think would have happened to Israel now? What do you think would have happened to Israel had he agreed to continue on that journey with Esau?
He may have killed him.
Possibly murder.
Possibly
in the first.
In the first place, right?
Yes.
Maybe missed his way.
Yes.
Got distracted.
Distracted, yeah.
Maybe encountered an enemy.
Yes.
Because Esau was a warrior. All right?
Yes.
Okay, man on the field.
Yes.
Right? So, who knows? Any number of things could have happened.
Yes.
Could have missed his way.
Yes.
So the beauty of this message is learn to use the superpower of no.
Learn the superpower of no.
No is one of the greatest assets you can have, the power to say no. Thanks, but no thanks.
I want to interject here.
Right.
I have always learned no. No can be construed as a bad thing. No is a good thing. Let's break down no. N-O. New opportunity.
Hello. Okay. Yep. Absolutely. I like that.
New option.
New option. Yep. Okay.
I mean, it pays so many times to, what that no does is to give you the opportunity, like you said, to, reflect on the action you're about to take instead of hurriedly going the way that somebody else wants you to go. You're just going to reflect and make sure that is where you want to be going in the first place.
Fantastic. Now we know that no is a superpower.
Amen.
All right? That keeps you on track.
Yes.
Now, the other question is the mechanics of saying no. You just say no. Remember how Israel said no to Esau?
Yes.
Politely.
With respect.
With respect. And with reason.
Yes.
Right? With
Yes.
logic. With, this is reason why we cannot. With rationale.
Absolutely.
If they say, oh, no way, I know you're an evil man, I know you want to kill me, maybe you're just, for lost God right now, but very soon you're going to wake up to your initial resolve, and I'm going to be a gunner. But he didn't say that. He said something different.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, let's come to the New Testament, okay, also where the ultimate teacher, right, the ultimate exemplar, also said no. The first time he said no, after his encounter, after 40 days and 40 nights of fasting, and then there was a proposition, 3 propositions, right?
Yes.
Right, and each time he said no. But how did he say no?
It is written.
It is written. Basically, he pointed to an authority.
Yes.
It is written. So that whenever you're saying no, make sure that that no is backed up by
Has some
authority.
substance.
Yes, has substance and authority behind it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. So now that brings us to personal application.
Yes.
What is that advice or counsel you received coming up that you wish you had said no to? Come on. I mean, have we all made perfect decisions
Absolutely
all our
not.
lives?
No.
What was that decision, that counsel, that option, that opportunity that came your way, and you took it gladly,
Yes.
that you wished you had said no to?
I don't think the opportunities people take them gladly. Sometimes people take them
Through fear
feeling
pressure.
that that
Yes.
there is no other choice.
Yes.
There are decisions that we take without wisdom, like you said. So it's not necessarily. I mean, there are several of them. Maybe as we go on, I can think of some of them.
What about
I
you?
can think of many of them. Anywhere from smoking my first shooby doobie. Hi,
Keep it real, okay?
Mary Jane. Ooh, Mary Jane.
And that beautiful high that you wish you didn't get on.
Exactly.
Right,
And
right.
I'm not going to say that's a gateway drug because that was the only drug of choice
Okay.
for me.
See, you're marked,
Yes.
you're chosen
Yes.
for good things.
Yes.
So he that is in you will not even allow
Yes.
you to go further than
Yes.
that. All right?
Yes.
Good. So, okay. So same here too. Multiple times there have been choices, right, that we make that you wish to say, oh man, like you said, Mary Jane, right?
Yes.
A lot of us could be taking shortcuts in career choices, being in a rush, right? Maybe transactions, not being 100% honest, right, in your transactions.
Yeah.
Maybe skipping steps.
Yes.
In maybe skill acquisition, and then when you're now faced with the reality, you can't perform. I'll give you a small example.
Yes.
So there was a time that IT was all the rage in the late 90s, early 2000s,
Yes.
and all of us were rushing in, getting trained. So some of us took 6-month programs,
Yeah.
right, at SMU. Others, did shortcuts. But then there are those who could interview so very well.
Right.
I can interview well, right?
Yes.
So you interview, and then you get in. Now I got in as a field engineer. Right?
Okay.
Okay. Going around traveling over the country fixing computers. I have this good friend of ours who can, who has a gift of the God. And then he interviewed so well, and his first job was director of IT.
Wow. Because of that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, because at that time, the option was get the highest paying job, go after the money. So all of us was go after the money.
Yeah.
So, if you get a job as director of IT, you're getting paid good money.
Absolutely.
You have a huge office, and you have staff that you're directing, and you're directing them to nothing, because you don't know nothing. Right?
Yes.
Now, director of IT is not just about knowing what keys to hit. It's also making decisions.
Yes.
Developing strategy, right?
Yes.
And dude couldn't do it. And my phone was blowing up my phone. I'll be at work and he's calling me and said, Tony, look at your knee heavy. And he's speaking in Igbo to me. Right? And then I'm like, oh my goodness, right?
So you're doing 2 jobs for one.
Well, yeah. Well, how long do you think that job lasted?
Maybe a month. I don't know.
Yeah, well, it didn't last too long. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, same here too. There have been career choices that we've made, and you said, oh man, I shouldn't have. And you're way in over your head.
Yeah.
Again, at the time when I made a career switch, so again, I interviewed well, and I, got assigned to this study. I couldn't even pronounce the name of the compound.
Wow.
I couldn't even pronounce the name of the compound that we're studying, right?
Wow.
And I'm here. Well, yeah. Yeah, I had to look for a job right soon after that.
Yes.
So those are little things, right?
Yes.
Opportunities might come that if you say yes to immediately, that might be instant gratification,
Yeah.
but it's going to cost you down the road.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just using those so that I don't give away too much. Okay, so at the end of the day, though, what did we hear about Esau thereafter?
I don't know what happened.
Hello. Now they all went to bury their father, and then Esau continued on his way.
Yes.
And what have we heard? God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
No
That's
Esau.
right. No Esau. Oh, Esau went ahead and became great, quite all right.
Yes.
Right? But what we've heard so far is generationally, right? And again, it's a generational wisdom of facing east,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Yes.
So, what happened there was that Jacob, now Israel, was able to recognize a ruthless person who, in a moment of being overwhelmed
Yes.
by his new essence,
Yes.
forgot that he was coming out to destroy him. All right, and then he said, you know what? Even though at this moment you're all conciliatory, but deep inside of you, you're still the same person that I know.
Yes.
And you're going to come after me. So when the invitation came, let us go together. Let me accompany you. He said no.
No.
Thank you, and he continued.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I think this might be a good place to stop because somebody's yawning. Then we can make you some coffee and then we can continue from there.
I'm fine.